Hello, I'm continuing my reviews on the Puppet Master series with Puppet Master 3, Toulon's Revenge. Now, Toulon's Revenge is the third film in the Puppet Master series, and this one is actually a prequel to the first movie. The movie is supposed to take place before Andre Toulon came to America and then killed himself at the Bodega Bay Inn in the beginning of the first movie. Now, out of the whole series, this one next to the first one might actually be my favorite of the Puppet Master series. Like, if you were to only see two films in this whole series, personally, I would recommend seeing the first one and this one. Like, this is definitely my favorite out of the Puppet Master sequels, or prequels in this case. So the plot of the movie is it takes place in Berlin in 1941, which is kind of a continuity problem because in the first movie you found out that Toulon killed himself in 1939, but this movie takes place in 1941, so there's kind of a timeline issue there, but I'm not going to fault the movie too much on that because if you watch the whole series, the whole Puppet Master series is littered with continuity issues, so I'm not gonna fault it too much on that because besides the timeline issue, it is actually a really awesome movie. Now, like I said, it's set in Germany in 1941, and of course at this time Germany was under the control of Hitler. What happens is in the movie Toulon and his wife run a puppet show, and the puppet show is actually a political satire making fun of Hitler, and this Nazi, he goes to the puppet show and sees it, but he sees that the puppets are moving without strings, and what happens is he ends up spying on Toulon and his wife, and he finds out that Toulon actually has the power to bring these puppets to life, and he finds out that Toulon animates the puppets with this formula, and he then reports to his commanding officer, Major Kraus, who, as it turns out, is the villain of the movie, and it turns out that Kraus and this scientist named Dr. Hess are working on a formula that can actually reanimate the bodies of dead soldiers, so when Kraus finds out about this formula that Toulon has that can animate the puppets, he wants to use this, so they go to Toulon and then they try to take the formula from him, but his wife tries to stop them, but then Kraus shoots her and kills her, and so what happens is Toulon gets taken into their custody, but he manages to escape them thanks to the help of the puppets, and basically the plot line of the movie is now Toulon wants to get revenge on Major Kraus for killing his wife, and that's the plot line of the movie, but in this movie the puppets aren't actually the bad guys. In the movie, the puppets are actually kind of like the anti-heroes in a way, and in the movie, Toulon is very much the protagonist of the movie, and he's actually a really awesome character in the movie. Now in the movie you also find out that the puppets are actually possessed by the souls of people that Toulon knew, and it turns out that Lynch woman is actually possessed by the soul of Toulon's wife, which, if I was going to turn my wife into a puppet, which I wouldn't do that, but if I was going to do that, I wouldn't make her Lynch woman though, but whatever, but yeah, Puppet Master 3 is a really good movie. I would definitely recommend it, and